Next up is a product combining two of America's favorite foods.
Hi, Sharks. I'm Sean Connect.
And I'm Chef Joe Sasso, a.k.a. Mustache Joe.
And we're seeking $150,000 for 10% equity in our company.
Sharks, we all love pasta. It's the ultimate comfort food. But try eating spaghetti bolognese at a baseball game or a bowl of rigatoni behind the wheel. It's not an easy task.
It's delicious. But let's face it, it's a sit-down, two-handed, stain-your-shirt kind of food.
But what if we could take the soul of an authentic Italian pasta dish and make it snackable?
Introducing Tantos,
the world's first and only puffed pasta chip.
It's crunchy, it's savory,
it's seasoned in your favorite Italian flavor. Plus, just listen to that crunch factor.
Love that sound. And the best part, no forks.
No mess. Finally,
Pasta meets snacking.
So Sharks, who's ready to join us in disrupting the stale snack aisle with this pasta party in a bag
with Tantos?
Yum. So we've got to try.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Shark Tank reaction video. I am your host, Dave, a 10-plus year intellectual property attorney dealing with everything from patents, copyrights, trade secrets, as well as trademarks. And yeah, man, you think that you've kind of seen it all, you've heard it all, and then somebody kind of comes up with something new. So we have pasta, we have chips, pasta chips. Tantos is what they call it. I'm actually curious to know how this tastes. And I will buy a bag. I'm a big chip person. I'm kind of hit or miss on the pasta. I like pasta, but I'm not. It's not like it's kind of whatever. If I have it, great. If not, then it is what it is. But I'm a big chip person. And yeah, I would definitely try it for sure. So now the three things plus the bonus that I look for when I'm kind of doing these reaction videos, and I'm giving it to you from an intellectual property attorney's perspective, is how simple is the product? At least for the consumers, are pretty simple. You just buy a bag of chips and you eat it. How effective is it? Now, a lot of times, sales is going to tell the effectiveness of the product. And it seems like, what, 150,000, 10%, that's a $1.5 million valuation. So I would imagine that they have some sales. And then what's the market like? Now, we all know it's a ton of stuff out there in the actual, the chip, that kind of snacking section, a lot of chips. So it's going to be kind of difficult to break into that. It's definitely a saturated market, but you can definitely break into it. Tantos, the name, kind of whatever, but it's a good product, man. It will break through, especially if you have some other good things going for you. So then the last or the bonus I would say is the intellectual property. Are you protecting the IP? Looks like they do have a trademark on Tantos, so shouts out to the inventors on that one. You definitely have to protect that intellectual property. And yeah, let me know, man. It seems like they have some sales. Let me know if you guys had tasted this before, and if you do, how you like it. We'll take a look at the website here after the pitch, see if these guys get a deal, and try to kind of glean some additional insights from the website. So before we get back to it, please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit that subscribe button to be a part of the IP community. And yeah, we got a little bit of everything on this channel. We do these Shark Tank reaction videos. We do current events. An interview dropped this past Wednesday. That interview was Chef James Berry from Pluck, who was actually on Shark Tank a couple weeks ago. So, man, we do a lot of different things. I go live every Sunday, 7:30. Kind of talk about a live lawsuit breakdown, plus kind of IP, recap the IP in a week. So it's a lot of different things that we do on this channel, and it'll be something that you can get down with. So let's kind of get back to the pitch here. See if these gentlemen get a deal. Let's go.
So Sharks, yes, we have our 4 signature flavors.
Starting with the cacio pepe.
Start with the cacio pepe.
It tastes just like the dish.
That's our #1 bestseller.
My favorite so far is the marinara.
Me too.
That's my personal favorite. And
I like
actually,
that.
we have a celebrity chef that endorses the entire line of products.
Who is that?
AKA Mustache Joe. Celebrity figure and someone that has a large following online. Over 7 million impressions a week.
What?
Over 500 million likes across all of my social channels.
That's awesome.
I am the pasta guy. I'm becoming synonymously known with pasta.
Good for you. That's not easily done. So it tastes good. It reminds me of like a popped chip.
Exactly.
Like a popped chip,
good.
but with the
How about that?
flavoring of these different pastas.
We're creating a new category in the salty snack aisle.
But why do
with
we
a
care that
pasta-based
it's-
snack?
Why do we care that their pasta though?
So, I'm a chef. I'm known for pasta. I spent over 10 years in Michelin star kitchens really honing my craft.
Oh, you're a chef.
Where?
chef.
I'm a
Okay.
chef.
I am
You don't wear a
chef,
little
chef.
stupid hat like Kevin and go on, TV and say you're a chef?
Wait a second. Are you suggesting I didn't earn my whites?
So it was in the Bay Area, and then that's kind of where I fell in love with the art and the craft of pasta. And it was actually, I was getting ready to open my own restaurant around 2019, and then obviously COVID happened. And I was out of work, and I didn't know what to do, but I still wanted to be able to feed people and share my love of pasta with others. And that's kind of where Sean comes into the picture. We linked up, we got together.
I was watching his season of Top Chef, and it was when I was starting my own pasta journey at home, and couldn't get the consistency right, and so I decided to DM him, and he responded, and that's kind of how it all kicked off.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Which of the sharks you think has been involved with selling pasta chips before?
You?
In the mid-1990s, we had a venture in South Africa, and we ran it into the ground because we didn't realize it was very costly to ship from South Africa
Yes.
to the United States, and the shipping costs ate us up. But we used to sell pasta chips.
I gotta ask Daniel this one question. When I go in the store, I only see maybe the same 5 things. It looks like some company bought everybody out and kicked them
They
all out.
did.
It is Cheetos, it is Doritos.
Yeah, Pepsi controls all of the
And
shelves.
Doritos, and today is the day that you learned about Tantos.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
can
but
you
are
even
you-
get
are
that?
you on any
Yeah,
shelves?
so we have-
I mean, like, it is literally
We're in about 1,000
5.
retail stores. We launched about a year ago. We're launching in a major regional chain on the East Coast and the West Coast next
Sean,
month.
can I ask you,
We're
why you
marketing
Are you in
that?
anything
Why
like
did
Ralph?
you guys?
Not yet, soon. So we've had meetings with Kroger.
Stop right there. What did Kroger say to you?
They liked it so much they were actually interested in carrying us and offering a white label version of their own.
How is this better for you? Because pasta chips tend to be very carb heavy. So what's your advantage?
We are plant-based protein, 2 to 3 grams of protein per serving. And then we're slow burning carbs, fat fuel for your brain. And so it is a clean ingredient label. We're Whole Foods compliant and only 130 calories per serving, which is actually below a lot of the other competitors in that same salty snack space.
The product's great. Everybody likes
It's
it.
really good.
But if you think about the most difficult category on earth to get share in on linear shelf, it's like, please come to hell with me. That's the way I look at it. But I have to give you
we like pain.
$150,000 to do it.
Well, I mean,
We're not
I'm a
afraid of
chef,
hard work.
I'm a masochist, but we're also entrepreneurs. We grind, and this is our baby.
Okay, so what does it cost you to make and what do you sell it for?
We have 2 sizes. The 4 ounces, $124 to make, and 44 cents for the small bag. Selling to distributors at $2.73 and $1 for the small bag. So we retail at $4.99, which is a very competitive price point.
What are your sales?
So we're about to reach our first 12 months. We did about $500,000
Good
with
for
a net
you.
income
Okay.
of $54,000.
That's great.
Good.
For
Positive.
first year, very good job.
Year to date, 2025, we're at almost $300,000 with a $96,000 net income.
That's
Good work.
great.
Sounds to me like what you've done so far is like rocket fuel.
Why do you even need a shark?
It's acceleration. We know that there's the big guys out there who can rip us off. There's nothing proprietary about this. But if we know if we're first to market and get into 10,000 stores before the bigger guys even blink, they are going to ultimately acquire us. And we know that you guys will benefit from that. We'll all benefit from that.
I'm really curious. Daniel, what do you think?
Well, what I think is the most important thing in deciding is the entrepreneurs, and I like these guys. I think the product is interesting. I think it'll do fine. But I personally ran a pasta chip company to the ground.
The thing that's different about us is the
Ran it
engine
to the
is
ground.
built. Everything's built. So now it's marketing and sales.
Daniel, I would like to go with you if you would reconsider, quite honestly, because I invested in Pipcorn, and now, as of last month, they were doing $65 million in sales.
Yeah, the potential's there
What?
for sure.
Yeah, I think if I did this deal, my wife would not let me back into the house because she had to suffer.
Until
through the
your
problem.
wife tastes
It's
that.
not, I want to make it clear. It's really not them. It's me. I really do have this trauma. I'm out.
Thank you for your time.
Look,
Appreciate it.
I'm not going on this journey.
And as Daniel goes out, hey man, trauma is real. Sometimes people I got some trauma from early on doing some business. Yeah, man, I'll never do it again. So trauma is real. But man, shouts out to these guys, dog. They're crushing it. You're talking about 1 year of business, $500,000 in revenue. That's legit. I do want to mention about the whole white labeling thing, and I'm not sure kind of how that played out, but you got to be careful with having companies or especially retailers white label the product, because you'll white label the product and next thing you know, people get hooked on your stuff and then or their stuff, and then next thing you know, they kind of kicking you out or booting you to the side, and so it's kind of a place, especially when these big companies want to kind of carry your product under a different version. Yeah, like I said, it's kind of tough because at some point, as kind of their product becomes popular and kind of your product is, whether it's popular or not, they don't really need you. Then they can kind of just boot you off the shelf space and you're SOL at that point. So even though it's kind of satisfying, or you feel good when somebody offers you that type of opportunity, you have to be careful about white labeling products. I have seen those go bag, and I have covered some lawsuits on this page where next thing you know, people are kind of suing retailers because they was carrying their product for a time period, and next thing you know, they kind of copied it or bit off of it and had their own version of it because the product was doing so well. So you have to be careful with that. So, but again, so far so good, man. It seems like Damon, Mr. Barber, she wants to kind of go in. Mr. Wonderful said he's going to be out with this as well, and I understand him, man. That food space, especially the chips, it's man, it seems like it's an uphill battle. We'll see what Lori says as well as Damon. But those are some of my initial thoughts. Let me know what you guys think as I kind of get back to this thing. Let's go. I like that mustache too. That's a hell of a mustache.
With you guys, I'm out.
So, Barbara, you do have Pipcoin, right? You did well with
Which is
Pipcoin,
actually
right?
a conflict of interest, but I was going to hide under his wing and say I had to do it because of Daniel. I think in honor of them, I should pass. Although my heart tells me I think you're going to make a lot of money. So for that reason, I'm out.
Appreciate your time very much.
And then there were
I thought it was delicious. I will tell you that. Like, it's my cup of tea. I like low-calorie, crunchy snacks that taste great. I just don't know about the journey to get this into. You need to be in all the majors.
So, and I can say we have sent samples to every single buyer of local, regional, and national buyers in the grocery section. Everyone loves the product. So it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
I don't know. I was really on the fence here because you come in asking for a very fair valuation.
Right. Because we're very motivated to work with you because we know, again, acceleration, like let's put the foot on the gas and let's go.
Here's my thought about this. It keeps hitting me that, as I said, I walk in the stores and I see only 5 brands. You're small enough to be under the radar, but when you get to a certain point, when you get on people's radars, I think that's when you got
put on a cape and save the snack aisle.
5 years.
Come on, fly out there.
I don't know if I could take that journey with you guys, so I'm out.
Thank you, fair enough.
Lori.
Come on, Lori.
It is a very crowded space. You've only been doing this within the last year, and you saw all of those different buyers, but they haven't bit yet. I don't know why.
I'll tell you why, because in the grocery space, they do category reviews once a year.
That's true.
So this industry just works a little slow.
Every time I hear you say that, I just have so much trauma because, like, that biggest national distributor,
He's
they're like
scaring me.
frenemies. Like,
The more he talks, the more he's scaring
those
me.
guys, those distributors, they don't pay you. They're like,
They don't pay.
That's why we have healthy margins on what we're doing.
these guys sometimes are just ruthless. Like,
That's what
and
I'm
the
saying, they
small
don't pay.
guys, the small guys, they take advantage of
You
the small guys that they
I'm
really.
sorry he started talking because it's just making me worry about
contagious.
this. I'm sorry, but I'm out.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Daniel, you screwed them.
Thank you for your
You
time.
just
We really
about to
appreciate
give
it.
them an offer.
We appreciate
guys.
the
Thank you.
chips. Thank you, guys. They're really great.
Guys, good luck.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's a good business.
That was
It's a
good.
business.
They
All
loved
right.
it. The Sharks said this was a competitive space, but that's what we love to do. We're entrepreneurs. At the end of the day, we're competitive people, and we work very hard.
We don't sleep.
Ah, man. Hey, what they say, sometimes you think your friends got your back and they got to screw you. So it seems like Lori or Daniel talked Lori out of making an offer. I did want to say something that they talked about. They have their exit strategy down. Look, we're going to sell a ton of these things over the next couple of years, and somebody's going to come acquire us. To Damon's point, it's only kind of 3 or 4 kind of big time players in the space. And again, the product tastes good. As he talked about, nothing proprietary about it. Now, I'm not sure if you have some trade secrets on how you're kind of going through the process or whatever the case may be, but it seems like the chef and the partner think that it wasn't anything proprietary about it, which, it makes it tough, man, to try to build your moat around something to kind of keep bad actors out when there's nothing proprietary about it. I mean, you do have the brand name, which, hey, We know Doritos, we know Cheetos. These are all brand names, so that is something. But again, I don't care what you say, man. You kind of been in business for a year in a tough space, and you do $500,000 in sales. That means something to me. So, you know, if that means something to you guys, as we kind of check out the website here and get you guys up out of here. I think it's, hey, all this food talk, man. I have to gotta go get something to eat myself. Actually, I have go to dinner here in a little bit. So let's kind of go through it. Tantos. Hey, put the R in a circle. Gentlemen, to kind of let people know it is a registered term. Hey, man, 25% off. To the extent you want to kind of go buy some starter pack. Tantos, $24. Plus a 25% off, so with $5 off. Man, it looks really good. Especially, I'll tell you what, man, that marinara flavor, that looks solid. What is that, Crico? That looks good as well. I may order some of these, to be honest with you. Chef Joe. I just had Chef Barry on here yesterday, so I'll reach out to these guys and see if I can get another chef on here. Like I said, they don't have any patents or anything. That doesn't really apply to this one, but seems like it's still a phenomenal product nonetheless. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. As we kind of get up out of here, please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit that subscribe button to be a part of the IP community. We 1 for 2, man. It was looking good. We're going to be perfect. 2 for 2 going into the third pitch, but seems like things got derailed, and it happens in business. We're 1 for 2, but let's see if we can get back on the right track with the next pitch. You guys have a good one, and enjoy your weekend. You guys take care. Peace.